site is called ACX, and they work with different companies like Audible, Amazon, and iTunes to turn ebooks into audiobooks, which is a really popular thing, especially on Amazon KDP. Now, where you come in is you become a voice actor or basically just a narrator. All you have to do is find a book that is going to fit your tone, that's going to fit your voice, and then you'll have to record it in samples and send it to the author. But we'll get into all of that in a moment. Now, if you don't have the skills, they will train you and teach you how to be a voice actor or how to be a good narrator through the ACX University. And you can check that out on the website. All links in the description. You will have to audition for the books that you are interested in. And I'm going to go into all of that in a moment, so just stick with me. So not only are you going to have to create a rough draft, but you'll have to send the rough draft in and then do a fully finished version as well. And this is just to make sure that your tone is fitting what the author is looking for. Now, you can do this as a pro, you can do this as a beginner, and they will train you through different videos and through their ACX University. And you also have an opportunity to earn some affiliate marketing money with them as well. Now, let's go over how you find the book. So these are the titles that are currently accepting auditions. And as you can see, it has over 1,700 different books ready to be narrated. So you can go through these different titles and you can use the category side in order to find the right book for you. And you can narrow it down by choosing the different genders and genres that you are interested in doing. So these are just some of the examples of the titles, but as you can see, it has over 145 pages. So like I said, there are a lot of openings even right now. So let's go through finding the right book together. I'm going to be looking for authors who are looking for me. So we want to narrow down this search. So I'm going to choose the gender that the author is looking for, a female narrator. I'm also going to change the age. Since my voice does sound young, I'm going to look specifically for authors who are looking for young females. And you can do that by simply clicking on the profile filter, and you can change that up there. So if we just take this one book as an example, we can see that the estimated length for the amount of time that the author believes it's going to take you to read this book is 7.7 hours. No, you do not have to do this all at once. You can, of course, start and stop, and we'll talk about those requirements later. But you also want to scroll down and make sure that you exactly match even the accent that they're looking for. So since they're looking for an American accent, a young female, I would be a good narrator for this book, but I would still have to do an audition. Now, you do have the choice, of course, to choose the books that you want. So I do suggest that if there is a link like this to the Amazon book, that you check it out, you read the reviews, because you don't want to read something that maybe doesn't fit what you represent. Now, you can also do books that are going to be under 3 hours in case you do not want to do a large project like that. So you can find books like this one that is only saying that it takes about 0.7 hours to read. So this can be quick and easy money, or you can try this one that is only going to take you 2.7 hours to read. But of course, the less hours that you work, the less you're going to get paid. But this author is offering $50 to $100 per finished hour, which means you get paid from the time that you press start to your recording to the time that you click stop. So anything that you do extra outside of that, such as pre-reading the book before you narrate it, is not counted towards your pay. Now, these were just some quick cash examples. However, there are some big bucks to be made on this website, and I'm about to show you an example of that, of an author paying up to $400 per hour for some of the higher paying books. These are going to be the books that are longer or thicker. So this book takes 10.8 hours to complete from start to finish, and that's the hours that you're going to get paid. And this author is going to pay you from $200 to $400 per finished hour. So you have the potential of earning $2,000 to $4,000 with this one book. Okay, and it'll only take you 10.8 hours to read it. But again, this is only included for the time that you click start to finish. So if you're reading the book beforehand, that is not calculated in your hours, and I just want to make that clear. So now let's break down the pay structure, which I think is actually pretty cool. They give you 3 different options. They give you the royalty plus, the pay per hours, or just royalty pay. And the author gets to choose how they want to pay you. However, you're going to see it here always so that you're not blindsided by that at all. So you can choose the royalty share plus, and this means that you will get a royalty off of every sale that they make from the audiobook. And the reason why this is because they're using your voice in order to make money. So depending on how well the book sells, this can be a really, really great pay structure for you. However, let me tell you what you have to look for to make a decision of whether you want to choose the royalty share plus or the pay per hour. Now, the plus does include an hourly pay. However, it might not be the $200 to $400 per hour, but it will be some sort of negotiated hourly pay plus royalties off of each book they sell. However, the problem is with books like this that have not been listed yet, you have no idea how this book is going to sell. So you want to, if you're going to choose the royalty or royalty plus, find books that are already listed and already have a high number of sales. This way, it'll be better for you in the end. So this one here, as you can see, this one says that it's going to be 18.1 hours to read. So instead of getting paid per hour, they're only offering either a royalty share or royalty plus, which is going to be either taking 100% of royalty money or doing royalty plus an hourly wage. But see, books like this, they already have sales. So at least you can see that this book is doing well and that it will produce more sales, especially for the audio version of the book. So again, this is just a pay structure that you can choose. However, I would highly recommend that you make sure that the book has already been selling well before you choose a pay structure that is based off of royalties. Now, in conclusion, let's just bring it all together and go over the 8 steps that you need to take before getting paid. Step 1 is creating a profile. This is just a requirement for you to get paid. Step 2 is going to be uploading different samples of your narrating voice. So you want to upload as many samples as you can. If you can make your voice higher and lower, if you can do different accents, if you can sound like a child and then you can sound like an adult, all of these different samples and the versatility in your voice is going to help you get paid quicker. Step number 3 is going to be choosing how you want to get paid, which we've already talked about, the 3 different ways for you to get paid. Step number 4 is going to be auditioning. So once you found a book that fits you, fits your style, and that you're interested in, then you can go ahead and send in your samples and audition for that book. Step 5, you will accept the offer and then you start recording. Now, they do recommend that you stop every 15 minutes, re-listen to it just to make sure that there's no background noise and that you're not going through the entire book and realize that you messed up, okay? So now step number 7 is to actually work with other professionals or other people who are voice actors. So this means that you can pay different independent contractors and they can do the voice acting for you, and you can actually be getting paid and you give them a cut of what you got paid. So then you finish the recording, and once you finish it, you send it in and they have an automated system just to pick up any extra noise that isn't acceptable, and from there, then you get paid. Now, you can check out the different requirements and what they consider to be acceptable so that you can get started.